Hi everyone, just creating this video to show everyone how to fix running the DayZ community offline mode to be able to work with the DayZ Diag, D-I-A-G, also known as the DayZ debug mode. You might have seen this in Wobo's videos, for instance, where he's showing some statistics and item tools and stuff like that. So I do want to give a quick shout out to DC Frog as well as the real IT Dog, who both helped on this issue, as well as Aussie Lines for raising it as an issue in the DayZ community offline mode. I was able to read through this thread and I was able to fix the issue for myself. So first of all, let me just show you what this issue looks like and how to actually install the DayZ community offline mode. If you're already familiar with this, you can actually just skip ahead, but if you're not, then I'll just take you through the process of installing this. So first you'll obviously download via clicking this link. I've already got it downloaded a few times over here, as you can see. So I'm just going to download it here, and then you'll open it up into the files. So as you can see here, I have the file downloaded. I've got a few copies of it because I've installed it a few times. So first of all, you can either extract it if you want to, if I extract all, or if you have another extraction program, you can do that. So I'm just going to extract it here. After it's been extracted, you can open it up, and then you have your missions file here, which will copy over to your DayZ folder. Now, what I do is I will show you the path. So it's through C, Program Files, x86, under Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then DayZ. Now, I don't install it directly to my DayZ folder, the reason being that it can cause issues with out-of-join servers, and sometimes you have to delete files and stuff like that. So you can see your DayZ folder is here. Now, I usually create a copy of this, like I said. So what I'll do is I just go ahead and create a new folder. And the reason I'll show you this in a moment, so I'll just say DayZ com. And I'm going to go into my DayZ folder, and I'm going to copy everything but the workshop folder. And the reason for this is that, you know, if you have a lot of mods that you've installed, you can have an issue where it takes a long time to actually copy over those files. Now that you've copied all your files over, the next thing you want to do is go back to the extracted DayZ community offline mode folder and just copy over the missions folder. So I'll just copy that, and I'm going to paste it in here. Now, when you go into the missions folder, you go into your DayZ community offline mode. I'm just assuming that you're going to be doing this on Chernarus Plus. However, it will work the same for Livonia, which is Enoch. I've never tested it for Damask myself. So under Chernarus, you have this DayZ community offline mode .batch file here. You want to create a new batch file, or you can edit this one, but I would just create a new one because it just makes it a little bit easier. So what you want to do is just rename this file to whatever you want it to. I just put it as Diag DayZ, so I know which file is the normal one and which file is for DayZ. Then I'm going to go in here, and you're going to need a program like Notepad++. You can do it with Notepad, however, some of the further steps later on will require Notepad++, so if you don't already have that, you may want to install it. So next up, what you want to do is you want to remove here DayZ.x64.exe, which is the regular DayZ executable. If you go back to your DayZ folder, the best way to do it, spell it correctly, is just to copy the file name here. If you click on it and then click on it again, like this, or you can right click on it, rename, copy this, paste it into here, and you also just want to replace this and paste it into here as well. Now, I'll show you what happens with the error when you launch it after updating your file to DayZ Diag. So if I go here and launch this one, the batch file open, and then after some time of loading, you'll get this error. Now the question comes of how do we actually fix this issue? So after following through and reading through this thread here, which I will link in the description, the easiest way that I've found to do it is actually to open up Notepad++, and you're going to want to hit Control F, and then you're going to find in files. Now this is already done because I did this previously. This is how I actually found this fix. But what you want to do is just hit the 3 dots here for directory, and then you want to direct it to your DayZ com folder that we created earlier, and to actually where the files are. So I'll just show you how to get there. So if we go back to your DayZ com folder which you created earlier, under missions, offline mode Chernarus, and then you can either direct it just here to this folder here, or you can go further into the core, because this is actually where the error is actually deriving from. So if you copy this and then you paste it in here, hit this button, you can now go select folder, and that's going to look in this folder. Now what you want to look for is all of the instances where g_game.getMousePos occurs. So you can copy this, and I'll put this in the description as well. You want to find that. So when you search it, you'll see there's some instances where this occurs at line 216 of this file, line 300 and 322 of this file, but we're not really worried about that. If we go back to the finding, and we're going to replace it now with GetMousePos. There's been a change in the coding of the game, and so if we do that, we go replace in files, we go OK, that's going to replace those instances. Now that's not going to be the only fix. There's also a second issue, which is the word ref in the ModuleManager.c file. Now the way to fix this, it's just one simple file. If you open this one up here with Notepad++, which you can also do by right-clicking and edit with Notepad++, we can close this down. So we need to go to line 225 and 238. So we scroll down to line 225, we remove this, and 238, and we remove this. We save this file now. If we go ahead and launch the DayZ Diag DayZ community bash file that we created earlier, we should see that it now will work. And there you go. We're now in DayZ. We're in the community online tools. You can test by pressing B or pressing Y. You can open up the community online tools. Most importantly, the whole reason we came here is that you can now hold Alt in Windows or Control in Windows, and you can actually use the dialog files. So it's Control in Windows to open up this little menu, arrow keys up and down to go up and down the menu, right, for instance, right arrow to open up this menu, backspace to go back, and etc. So those those instructions are listed in the DayZ community wiki. But yeah, that is how to fix the DayZ Diag issue, and so you can now run around, do whatever you want to do, and you can also check obviously like the LODs and stuff like that. You can look at different parts of the game, go into free camera mode, whatever it is that you want to do through that menu can now be done without any issues. You shouldn't have any issues compiling. Thanks for watching.